They're building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And we rise now for the Spanish national anthem. Well, that has got the juices flowing, and now this. It is a monster matchup, Jim Dudley.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
So that's got things underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This guy, Llorente, is a very interesting player. Everyone saw him as being little more than a ball winner in midfield, but he's proved himself to be far more than that. I've really been impressed with the vision he has and the fact that he can bring anybody in his team into the game at any given moment now.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Ake, and it's lofted through here. Memphis Depay. Muscular approach does pay off here. Fabian Ruiz did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I just think, though, that was selfish and a little uncalled for him. He must have been aware that he had options to his left.
Caresses it through. Cross needs to be good. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Pedri have it back and can go again. And here's Oyarzabal. Oyarzabal! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Oyarzabal is offering a wry smile there.
Ake. Gakpo. Gakpo looking to get on the end of this. De Jong is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Oyarzabal. And it's played forward. Marlen. Played down the flank. And back to the goalkeeper. Unai Simon sends that. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Ake. Ake. Rodri. Yamal. Kubasi. Yamal. Llorente. Yamal. And he goes cross-field. Fabian Ruiz. And here's Pedri. Pedri! Oh, another save.
Pedri really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
Gakpo. Reinders. He's shifting through the gears here. Marlon. Marlon played out to the left flank. Gakpo. Llorente does really well to win the ball there. Back into the middle. Pedri. Gravenberg. And it's De Jong. Pedri. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Llorente. That'll be a throw. Pedri. Llorente. Yamal. Pedri. Over to the left. Yamal tries to dink it through. And it's corner. And it's been taken short. Can he deliver? Cucurella. Aimed in towards the centre. Nico Williams. Pedri. Eric Garcia. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Ake. Van Dijk. Van de Ven. Looks to the other side. Llorente makes the interception. Ake. De Jong. Van de Ven. The Netherlands getting a lot of touches here, but they're not making much progress. Llorente, gently done. Pedri, spread out to the left. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Memphis Depay. Rodri gets rid without sophistication. And it's De Jong. Mikel Oyarzabal.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Nico Williams flashes it across. Gakpo. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Now it's Marlon. He's got... It's Memphis Depay! Van Dijk getting this one clear. Ake. Reinders. Gravenberg. Marlon is onto it in a flash. Nico Williams. Yamal. Gravenberg gets across to intercept that. Reinders. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. Timber. Gravenberg. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Fabian Ruiz. First quarter of an hour gone. No goals as yet. Eric Garcia. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Rodri. Kubasi. Llorente. Yamal. And here's Pedri. Now that's well seen too. And it's Reinders. Who played through for the wide man. Gakpo. Cleared away. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. Nicely intercepted. Ake. Gakpo. And it's hoisted clear. Cucurella. Fabian Ruiz. Kubasi. Eric Garcia. Marlon. It's a good run down the right. De Jong. Very nicely done. A chance to play it in. He is just caressing the ball. Oh, what a climb! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Spain, well, the manager clearly has to react to this and tactically change what's happening. It's too easy for them to get in.
Fabian Ruiz. Eric Garcia. Cucurella. Kubasi. Pau Kubasi. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. What a throw in. De Jong. And it's De Jong. And here's Marlon. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Reinders. That has found him in acres of space. And they've got rid. And that's a throw. Rodri clears it away. Played into the middle.
It was hopeful, to say the least. You need more men inside the box, more movement, otherwise it's pretty much a waste.
Timber forwards and with intent. Nico Williams. Spain have reclaimed it. Rodri. Llorente. Pedri. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
And Dijk can get it clear. It's a throw-in. And it's Llorente. Llorente. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. And that's aimed into the middle. Firmly met. De Jong. Oyarzabal.
Pedri really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Pedri. Yamal. And that was very necessary. Pedri. Cross goes in there. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Pedri. And here's Yamal. Fired deep towards the back post. Timber gets it away. Rodri. Llorente. It's a mighty effort! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Gravenberg. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Gakpo. And here's De Jong. Reinders. Out to the left it goes. Ake. Ake with the cross. Eric Garcia with the clearance. Llorente. Llorente shifted upfield. Rodri. Yamal. Rodri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Nice physical challenge. Gravenberg. The Netherlands keep the ball but can't do anything meaningful with it. Van der Ven. Gravenberg. And it's De Jong. Pau Kubasi, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Yamal. Llorente looking to hit the byline here. Gakpo. Van Dijk. Lofted upfield. Reinders. Now he's off and running. Rodri. Llorente. Kubasi. Yamal. Llorente. Yamal. Reinders. Gakpo. Ake. Ake forwards and with intent. And here's Depay. Gakpo providing an outlet on that flank. Reinders. Gakpo. And here's Ake. Ake with the cross. That has been knocked clear. Now it's Oyarzabal. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Can he latch on to this? He has found the way through. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cucurella did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And here's Pedri! Now it's Yamal, cross to the back post. Tries to get it clear. Reinders. The Netherlands going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Van Dijk aim forwards. Ake. Ake, gently done. And it's Ake. Can he get onto this? Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Marlen. Nico Williams wins the duel this time. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Nico Williams. Timber. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Pedri. Yamal. Moved on forwards. Now it's Williams. De Jong. That's really well manoeuvred. Looking here to chip it through. And it's dealt with by the outrushing keeper. The Netherlands can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Timber. Still waiting for the first breakthrough, but not for the want of trying. Van de Ven. Timber. And it's Timber. And here's De Jong. Clipped into space. Memphis Depay. De Jong. Out to the right. Timber. Oh, nice touch. Oh, good spread. Oh, what a ball! And here's Depay. And it's De Jong. And here's Reinders. Gravenberg. Played out to the right. Takes a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
And it's played forward. Nico Williams looks to get on the end of this. Reinders. Gakpo goes pelting down that left-hand side. Reinders. Oh, sweet feet. So who's he picking out? Nico Williams. De Jong. And a chance! Goal, the Netherlands! And it's the Netherlands who take the lead. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And it's Cucurella. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Van de Ven. Gakpo. Gakpo. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Fabian Ruiz, gently done. Over to the left. Short changes him with that pass. Moved on forwards. De Jong. Crossed into the middle.
The Netherlands have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Cucurella goes on a charge down the left. Cucurella crosses. Ake tries to clear. And they've got a throw. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Van de Ven attempts a clear. Can he finish? Marlon getting this one clear. Marlon forwards and with intent. Great defending, strong and determined. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Kubasi. Rodri shifted upfield. Nico Williams. Now here's the delivery. And he's heaved it away. And claimed it back swiftly. Kubasi. Pedri. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
The Netherlands having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And the game has already resumed here.
The Netherlands really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Cucurella. Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Rodri. And he cuts out the supply. And here's Nico Williams. Oyarzabal. Now it's Oyarzabal. Williams.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
He's found a way through. And that has been cleared. Now it's Marlon. Nice interception, well timed. Rodri. And that's really well manoeuvred. Eric Garcia. Aim forwards. Yamal is onto it in a flash. Yamal. Pedri. And here's Oyarzabal. Fabian Ruiz. Played with finesse. Timber. Gravenberg. Marlon. And it's Timber. Played into space out wide. Chance! And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Pau Kubasi shifted upfield. Marlon. Timber. That has been cut short. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Cucurella. And here's Nico Williams. Fabian Ruiz. Pedri. Referee's given a throw. Van Dijk. Reinders. Van Dijk gently done. Ake looking to get on the end of this. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. And here's Depay. Rodri. Yamal. Kubasi. Fabian Ruiz. Fabian Ruiz played out to the left flank. Marlon. Van de Ven. Marlon has found the net here, of course. Memphis Depay, who's steaming forward. Timber's cross. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pedri. Cucurella. Pedri. Oyarzabal. Nico Williams. Cucurella. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's De Jong. Fabian Ruiz. Oyarzabal. And he welcomes it in. Yamal. He is through here. Danger averted for now. Kubasi. Well read, nice interception. Ake. Gravenberg. Reinders. Not the most accurate pass. Reinders. Timber. And it's De Jong. Lovely bit of skill. Marlon. He's had a shot! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, talking about creating a problem for yourself, okay, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Moved on forwards. Fabian Ruiz. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's really well cleared. Memphis Depay. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Ake. And it's Reinders. Nico Williams producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Reinders. And it's played forward. Ake. Gakpo in acres of space out wide. The Netherlands just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Nico Williams. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Gets it away. Fabian Ruiz. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. 1-0 the score. And that has been clubbed away. Ball's gone out of play. De Jong. Gravenberg. De Jong. Van Dijk. Your impression so far, Jim?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And here's Gakpo. Lovely feet. And it's Reinders. Ake. Gakpo. Oh, it's played into the area.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Timber. And here's Marlon. And across it goes. Kubasi gets good distance on it. It looks a good ball through.
Spain really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Played towards the other side. And it's Ruiz. Mikel Oyarzabal. Reinders. No. Again, there's no way through. Marlen. And here's De Jong. Fabian Ruiz does really well there, strong defending. Pedri. Pedri. And it's Cucurella. And the shot! Worth a try, but not this time.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Gakpo. Gakpo. Now it's Gakpo. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And here's Gakpo. Cross in. Overhit and out of play. Mikel Oyarzabal. Pedri. Rodri. Yamal. Kubasi. And it's De Jong. Marlen. Eric Garcia. Fabian Ruiz. Cucurella. Nico Williams. Cucurella. Cucurella played into space. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Calmly anticipates. Rodri. Reinders. Van Dijk. Reinders. Ake. Gakpo. And here's Depay. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Gravenberch. De Jong played out towards the right wing. Mikel Oyarzabal. It's a good run down the left-hand side. He's got away. Van Dijk cuts it out. Reinders. Marlen. It's a good-looking delivery. Chance, surely! Played it again. Keeper has taken decisive action. Gravenberch. Yamal. Llorente. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. And the ball is out of play. Marlon being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Fabian Ruiz. And reclaimed it in a trice. De Jong has created one goal already. Spread out to the left. Gakpo. Oh, played through for the wide man. Out of play for a throw. And it's Ake. That's very neat. Looking for a decent ball in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedri. Now it's Oyarzabal. That's really well manoeuvred. Rodri. Pedri. Mikel Oyarzabal. Llorente. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Ah, such a clever touch. Rodri. Llorente. And here's Yamal. Fabian Ruiz. No way through, so back it comes. Memphis Depay. Van Dijk. Van de Ven. De Jong. Timber. Gravenberg. Van de Ven. Gravenberg. Van Dijk forwards and with intent. And he's picked out the run. Llorente cuts out the pass.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Van de Ven gets over and intercepts. And it's Memphis Depay. Oh, delicate chip through. Now it's Marlon! Ake. A lot of space ahead of him. Memphis Depay. Eric Garcia gets it clear. Played back in. And here's Reinders. And here's Depay. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Kubasi. Moved on forwards. Nico Williams. Now he's off and running. Al Kubasi cuts out the pass. Reinders. Gakpo. That's tidy. And here's Ake. Now it's Gakpo. Gakpo with the cross.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gonna beg him.
And it's Timber. De Jong. And here's Depay. Gravenberg. Great work on the overlap.
The Netherlands surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Now it's Williams, and he's managed to get free. That's really well manoeuvred. De Jong. And here's Gakpo. Showing good feet. He's having a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Nico Williams. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. Played out wide. Great run on the overlap here. Hit into the middle. No, that's not going to find its target. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Grinders. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Ake. And it's played forward. De Jong. And here's Depay. It's run loose here. Gakpo. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. There are a few waiting for it. Played into the middle. De Jong! And that would have won it.
Well, the keeper spared a few blushes here. Going 2 down at this stage would have made it an awful long way back.
Timber plays it short. Ake. A heavy challenge. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Llorente. Fabian Ruiz played out to the left flank. That's a nicely weighted pass. Oh, he's found support out wide. Deftly away. He's had a shot!
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Gravenberg, gently done. Memphis Depay, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Gakpo with the cross.
The Netherlands can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Played into space out wide. Marlon. And it's Timber. Oh, that's nice. Plenty waiting in the middle. Lovely, now then. Here's Depay, it's Memphis Depay! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Eric Garcia. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Well, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Pedri, chance! It's there! They have stolen level at the last! All square again into the dying minutes. Gravenberg. Van Dijk. Van de Ven. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Llorente. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Llorente picks it up now. Shot a goal! He's got away with one there.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Llorente. Yamal. Pedri. Now then, the ball's come loose.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Yamal. Aim forwards. Yamal. Pedri. Spain desperately need a goal, and this could well be their last chance. Pedri, gently done. Oh, they could be caught out here. Chance for a cross, maybe now or never. It's Ruiz. And there's the shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Nico Williams.
Look, their supporters must be going barmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
It's Memphis Depay. Llorente makes the interception. Reinders. And here's Gakpo. Reinders. And that is a little undercooked. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. KYRGYZ can get it clear. Llorente with the clearance. It is now or never. Time is against them. And that's that. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
The Netherlands can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of